It's interesting. My brother Tom, I'm the oldest of three boys. He's the middle brother. My surviving brother is a cop in my hometown. Tom was what everybody says in a headline about someone that you've lost. He was the All-American kid. He was the quarterback of the high school football team. He really was that. At his funeral, his lieutenant was there and some other people that had been wounded. And they told us, we will always remember that the first thing that Tom did was take care of us. He looked out for us by returning fire. And then when he was so seriously wounded, he was cracking jokes and saying, telling everybody else it's going to be okay. So his last words to the guys as they loaded him in the helicopter were words of encouragement. They said, we'll never forget that about him. When I first started speaking out about my brother, I was going to tell the world about the heroism of my brother. And it truly is a heroic story. He is a hero, there's no doubt. But you learn very quickly that it is also commonplace, that these men and women literally laid their lives on the line for each other and were willing to do it over and over again. And then they come back to their lives. They don't ask for anything extra. They don't ask to be treated special. They go back to these very quiet lives and just go back to what they did before. And to be surrounded or being around people like that in that room, seeing World War II veterans, to see people of every conflict since World War II be honored, and to hear their stories and a keynote speaker from some facet of the world that served is just incredible. It's an honor to be in a room with them, and it just fills you with gratitude that there are people that are like that in the world.
Mike has a heart for the veteran and first responder community. I mean, and what I want people to understand is Mike doesn't take vacations, because if you think about 4th of July, 9/11 celebration, Gold Star Family Day, all of those events, Mike is there, and those are on long weekends. And he's there and he's not being paid. He's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Mike has been doing the VMLC annual luncheon for 11 years now. When we look for someone who supports the veteran community, someone who hasn't served themselves, is we look for someone who is dedicated to the veteran community and will do whatever's needed to help that community out. Because these are folks that, you know, at one point in their life signed a check, up to and including their life. And Mike lived that. I mean, he lost a brother. So I think that's what inspired us to say Mike is a guy that deserves this, because everything he does without, you know, he doesn't want the acclaim. He doesn't want money. He's doing it because he loves what he's doing. Mike, I'm really proud to be honoring you and actually surprising you today. You deserve this, because whatever you do for the veterans community, you don't do it because you want recognition. You don't do it because you want money. You're doing it because you care deeply about veterans and first responders. And Veterans Medical Leadership Council thanks you for that support of our community.